Gary Collins, and on today's show, we'll also learn how a husband's affairs led a married couple to a new and better marital relationship. Two stars of NBC's Hill Street Blues, Veronica Hamill and Dan J. Travanti, will tell us about their on-camera romance. And my co-host, Pat Mitchell, sees her name go up in lights on the most famous billboard in the world on the Great White Way, and that's Broadway. All this and more on today's edition of Our Magazine. Six stories above New York's Times Square, there's a billboard. It proposes, celebrates birthdays, welcomes visitors, and certainly gives orders. My co-host, Pat Mitchell, is about to obey those orders as she stands beneath the giant sign and sees her name appear in lights.
Greetings from the Big Apple, Gary, the city of tall buildings, taxi cabs, Times Square, where anything can happen. My name on a billboard? Must be a coincidence. Yes, I am. Do you realize I'm talking to a sign? Oh, that's nice. You didn't have to advertise it. Yeah, I do. What? What do you want? Hey, I want to see how you do this.
Basically, Spectacolor is a group of 5 artists who use the computer as they would a paintbrush. And we have various functions. The most primary is to create. I can pick a font, a typeface, and say, Our Magazine. Center it, move it down. Well, to give a background, I can clear it. I can go into a red color. Here I have red. I can flop that on top.
How does somebody get into this? Is this computer art to you?
Yeah, initially I had begun in graphic design. Always had an interest in animation because I really wanted to see my things move. And from then on, I just worked more and more in cell animation, got to computer animation.
But is this animation? I mean, is that a way of my understanding what happens here?
Yeah.
Spectacolor is a 4-color animated sign that moves at a rate of about 8.5 frames per second and is fully visible during daytime. That's one of its most spectacular aspects. Very few, there are, as far as I know, no signs anywhere in 4 colors that are visible during the daylight hours. And it has created quite a sensation, and in all modesty, would say that we're probably the most famous sign in the world. We picked New York because we are New Yorkers. Also, as everybody knows, Times Square is known as a crossroad of the world. And there's no place, no other city anywhere in the world where you could have a count of 1.5 million people crossing a small area such as Times Square per day. So if half of them see it, that would be between 750,000 or 1 million people a day. And no other city could make that claim. If somebody wanted to put a personal message on the board, the charge is remarkably low. For only $35, you can see your name or your message for 30 seconds. And for $15 more, you will make a slide of it. And you can blow that up into a print and have a permanent memento of your visit to New York. We had one personal message that was quite interesting. A man wanted to propose to his girl and did propose to his girl on the sign. The girl said no, but it seems that the man wouldn't take no for an answer. And it finally developed that the girl came up here and rented time on the sign and said, in answer to your proposal, the answer is no. I have, of course, a great affection for the sign, and it has changed my life at my old age, having been in the radio business for 25 years. I am now in contact with the public, which I, in the radio business, of course, never have been. And it's very exciting, and one day is never like the day before. There's always something new coming up, and we have many surprises, and of course, it's a surprise to be on the show to begin with. But we enjoy it, we all love it, we all have a good time, and we're making money on the side.
What a way to get your name in lights, all 8,192 of them. From Hill Street Blues, Veronica Hamill and Daniel Travanti next.